Hello. As soon as I flipped my video on, the first thing I noticed was how amazingly beautiful the sky is behind me. That blue sky, I'm telling you, the sun in front of me is starting to go down. It's kind of weird because it's only August, but we are heading for September and it is time for the sun to start going down earlier. But before we get started, please like and subscribe. Please share my channel. Please comment whether you agree with me or not. There's probably not going to be a whole lot for you to disagree with me on today. I'm just feeling very weird, but I wanted to be here on this video and just share this with you. I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of substance to what I have to say today, other than the fact that I'm just going to go on and on blubbering about this being my second to the last day here at this office. It's just so weird. I'm leaving the parking lot. I feel almost like this is my trial run for tomorrow. Once I'm doing this tomorrow, once I'm in my car and heading this direction, it's going to be the last time. And I'm already choking up just saying that. Gosh, you guys have been here with me this whole entire time from the day I found out I got this job. I remember how much joy it gave me. I just couldn't even believe that I had gotten this job. And when I walked in, it's just been so very special here for a year and a half. That's a long time. This chapter was probably one of the best chapters in my life. I can honestly say that. These people have been some of the best people in my life. I can honestly say that too. And now it's time for a new chapter, and I don't mean to just drag this out. I know this is probably 3 or 4 videos of me talking about my new chapter opening up, but I mean, now it's getting real. I put in my 2-week notice a little beyond 2 weeks, so it was like 2.5 weeks, and then I had all this time to continue to work there, to think about it, to prepare for it, but nothing has really completely prepared me for this. It's just going to be so strange not to be here with these people, not to be here at this office. And I have to be careful a second here. There's a truck getting out. So anyway, I didn't want this whole video to just be filled with nothing but me saying over and over and over, I can't believe this, but yeah, we had a meeting today. We have a new manager, and he's just as amazing as everybody else in this office, and things are changing. Things are always changing here. I know there are going to be a lot of changes. I'm seeing that there are going to be a lot of positive changes, which, gosh, that makes me, I don't want to say I'm going to change my mind, but it just makes me really think, because I just don't have anything bad to say about this company or the people, and now I'm leaving. So this is my second to last evening driving home from here, and tomorrow will be the last time. So I guess, as I'm experiencing this, and so many emotions are going through me, I've been watching some videos just about the same things that I was really watching this past year. Videos about, opening up our future, how our thoughts and our intentions and the things that we want and the things that we need tend to open things up for us. And I still believe that. I believe it more than ever. I believe that as we walk forward in this life, this is an experience, and I'm not going to say that we 100% dictate every single thing, every detail of everything that happens all by ourselves, but I do know that we are all one as a collective. We are all joined together. We're in support of each other. God and all of us, the Holy Spirit, Jesus came to share that and to make sure that we all know that we are in this world, but we're not of this world. We're all in support of each other, and that God, who is I Am, is in support of us. So, there were a couple of things that I saw last night, people who were kind of arguing with that and basically saying, no, this is, things happen the way that they do outside of us. It's almost like an outside entity that's pulling us along on a timeline, and if we get off that timeline and go on the wrong path, we'll get into a ditch somehow and bad things will happen. I personally don't subscribe to that. I think that no matter where we go or what choices we make, we can always rearrange those, that how things are going even within it. I've known a lot of people who have gotten into relationships or marriages, and they've said after several years of marriage, I married the wrong person, or I wish that I would have done something different with my life, or even somebody who might have gone to college to become something, and then they found themselves doing something after 4 or more years of college that they completely didn't like. I don't believe that there's ever a point of no return, and I don't believe that when it comes to jobs, relationships, careers, no matter what it is, I don't think that we have to leave what we're currently with or currently in and go find something else. We can make changes right there where we are. If I had wanted to work in an office, and if I had wanted to, to be in this same position, I could have made this, my life, the joy of my life for the rest of my life, and it would have been just fine. And nothing here really went wrong. It's just that the one thing that I knew deep down in my subconscious that I've been wanting and that I've always wanted is freedom. I love the security of working in an office, but I also like the freedom of being able to travel. That's my name, my nickname, LEM Travels. I've always been a traveler. I've traveled almost all 50 states in my lifetime. I've traveled to other countries. I've been to a lot of different places, and I love to go exploring. I love to see new things. So I think that there was just something, even though I was feeling very, very comfortable here in this office, there was something kind of pulling me towards wanting to get out and maybe experience some new things. So someone said something to me earlier today that we don't leave a job, we leave management or managers. And I believe that can be true. I think there are times when people are, maybe they love what they do, but the person who is above them or whoever it is in corporate, or might be somebody that's making them miserable, and they might not leave because they don't like the job, but because that particular person isn't a fit for them. That I am positive that happens for some people. For me, that wasn't the case. Every manager that I've had in this company, I have really, really clicked with and really admired and just loved. And those managers who have been in this job with me are lifelong friends at this point. I'll always want to stay in touch with them. None of them did anything wrong, and if any of them are listening to this, please know nobody did anything to make me want to leave. Really, the only reason that I made this decision was that an opportunity opened up for me, and it's an opportunity that can give me both income and some freedom, and that was really the only reason I made this decision. But as far as the people are concerned, it was a really tough decision, because when I say that this is my comfort zone, this is my comfort zone. These people have just brought so much comfort. If you've ever gotten up in the morning on say it's a snowy day and you don't have anywhere to go, and you're in your pajamas and you got your little blanket and you're cozied up with your cat or your little dog on the couch, you've got a book and your cup of hot chocolate or coffee, and you're just watching the snow out the window, and you just feel so cozy, and everything in the world is just good, and you're all relaxed, and you're with the little pet or whoever you love. That's how I feel about this company. That is the best analogy I can come up with for how I have felt here the whole time I've been here. Granted, it is a job, and there is a job to do, and I work with customers here, and sometimes that can get a little bit rough, but it's never been so rough that I have ever felt that it's something that I would not want to do. I just, and there are so many opportunities here. I could have grown with this company had I made that choice. So I don't believe that we make choices and then we can destroy our lives by making the wrong choice. I think we make choices based on what's best for us at the time, or what we desire, or what's going to bring us happiness, or what's going to bring us the joy of our hearts. We make that choice. We have to be confident with that choice. And then once we start to head there, hey, we're either going to do great or we're not, or we're going to, knock the cover off the ball and everything's going to be the way we wanted it to, or we're going to fall on our face. There's so many different things that can happen, but we can either change things right where we are and rearrange, the dynamics of where we are, or we can change the dynamic itself and change the circumstances and the situation itself. Anything can change. One of the things that I also wanted to bring up is where it comes to relationships, a lot of people think that, this is a video that I saw recently. Somebody will get into a relationship and that relationship is not going well. And so the first thing they'll think is, well, I have to get out of this relationship and go find myself another relationship where it's going to be better for me. But like the saying goes, wherever you go, there you are. So unless you make changes in yourself, and unless you understand how to be grateful for what you have, and how the changes really truly happen, which is by your thoughts and your opinions and your desires and what you want, you get to make those changes. So if a relationship isn't going well, somebody a long time ago, when I was in a relationship I considered not a good one, she said, oh, just pray. And at the time I was really I just thought, oh, wow, that's just too simplistic. Just pray and everything will be okay. But in reality, now that I look back on it, she was actually right. There are things that you can change right where you are. Now, you're not going to put your hands around somebody's neck and change them. That's codependent. You're not going to nag them and try to make them change, but you can make changes in the dynamic of your life by changing your attitudes and your thoughts and your perceptions of things. And you can be grateful for everything you have, and things can and do start to change. So really, it's not a matter of what is predestined and where we have to be. It's a matter of what we want and what we're grateful for and where we want to be and how we envision our lives to be. That's what opens up our lives for us. So that is probably the same exact thing that I've been talking about for I don't know how many videos, but I can't seem to get off this subject just simply because I'm still at this office. I'm still fully committed. I have one day left, which is tomorrow. My head hasn't left the job that I'm in now. I'm not off in dreamland. When I'm in that office, I'm very present in that office with those people because I'm really savoring this last amount of time that I have with them. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things, and I wanted to mostly bring up the fact that we don't have to leave our people, our circumstances in order to, make things better for ourselves. But if there is something out there that we see that we want, it's going to be okay. Everything will work out for us. I've had people tell me, if I want to come back, the door's open. And I really, really, I love that. I may just do that someday. But I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. But I do know that whenever we're living the joy of our hearts, and whenever we are living in gratitude for who we have now and what we have now, our lives will open up in a way that will bring us joy. And we are all here to support each other, love one another. We're all love and light, and we're all in this together. So that's all I've got for today. I'm going to get in the house. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you next time.